If your company has bad debt, consider assigning your accounts to Merticon, MERTICON.com. Merticon, global leader in collections. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Chuck Graham Show. Dr. Anthony Fauci. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. You can go to charlesgraham.com if you want to hear the podcast. We're on Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes. They hadn't censored us over there yet. And, partly because we host our own, podcast, just like everybody else does. So anyway, you can go to charlesgraham.com. And let's get into it today. So, Dr. Anthony Fauci. Let me get some Sasquatch coffee or whatever the hell it is. I think it's Donut Shop or something. My wife asked me, I bet you 1,000 times this year, why are you so angry? Why am I so angry? Well, let me just tell you. I said, well, apparently everything I've been saying for a year is correct. So it made no sense. All the things about the pandemic made no sense. The CDC's conflicting data made no sense. About masks, about lockdowns, about any of that made no sense to me. What I think they should have done is they should have shut YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter down as non-essential companies. Yeah, I bet it wouldn't have been that terrible then. So we got emails from, Mark Zuckerberg and Dr. Anthony Fauci. We've got emails showing that Dr. Fauci lied numerous times about this virus. We also have emails that the Chinese doctors told Fauci that all Americans should wear masks, just like the Chinese and the South Koreans. You can pull this up online. It's available. This is not hearsay. This is true. It's being reported by Fox. It's being reported by a number of different outlets. Why in the fuck would we be listening to the Communist Chinese Party about anything to do with how we handle any pandemic? And now we're realizing, it did come from the Wuhan lab. Now, was it released on purpose? We don't know yet. We don't know about that yet. But the timing is just awfully suspicious, isn't it? The fucking timing is awfully suspicious. So, why am I mad? I'm pissed off because our government lied to us. And big tech facilitated those lies. Are you gonna apologize to the 6,000 or so doctors that called this correct about the morbidity rate, the infection rates, the death rates? You know what I say about our public officials? They're the public defenders of the medical community. Sure, they can get you off death row, but if you want to go home, you might want to pay for your attorney. So what I'm trying to say is, folks, is this. I'm not saying don't listen to your officials. I'm just saying do your own due diligence, because let me just say this. Apparently, the top guy in this country, and thank you, Rand Paul, for exposing this piece of shit. Yeah, lied. And the only reason, I don't know why he don't go to, they should have put him under oath when he was testifying in Congress. They should have swore him in. And then they could have charged his ass with perjury. But what he does is he manipulates words. Well, it could be, or it may, or there's a good possibility. All those filler words that he uses that people that are trying to con your ass into believing something, wearing 2 masks, knowing he can't spread it anymore because he's vaccinated. I'm not anti-vax either. If you want to get the vaccine, get it. That's what you should do, especially if you're elderly. Now, do I think there's a sinister conspiracy? I don't know at this point. This is not the first time our government's done next level shit to its own people. MK Ultra and all the programs under that in which it implies. Go look it up. You'd be shocked. And then you got Facebook, Dorsey, Zuckerberg, the YouTube CEO, all these people that are shutting this down. And if we get shut down, you can go to charlesgraham.com and listen to it. I don't give a shit. I don't make any money off this. They can demonetize it and stick it up their ass if they want to. The fact of the matter is this. I'm pissed off because it affected my company. I had to restructure my company. If I wasn't a good businessman, I would have went under. I didn't take the PPE shit that they offered. None of that was available to a company my size. So, yeah, and it's fixing to come out too. And here's what I think should happen. If he did it on purpose, and I'm going to say if, with a big ass question mark on it, then they ought to try his ass and send him to prison. And if he committed treason, well, you know what that carries. So I'm telling you, folks, the fact of the matter is this. Anthony Fauci lied. Whatever that implies. Go look it up. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up. The emails are online. Go read them. Don't take my word for it. I'm just a guy with a damn YouTube channel with, I don't know, a dozen people that's actually on it. But go look it up. And they want us to trust that they can do it. We're talking about this government that we've lost our fucking mind. We can't even determine what gender somebody is in this damn country anymore. We're fighting over that kind of shit. What kind of nonsense is that? Everything's acceptable. It's bizarro world. Right's wrong, wrong is right. I'm just wondering when God's just going to stick his head through the clouds and just... It's just bizarre. It's bizarre. Science doesn't make any different. Follow the science. Follow the science. Okay, we got 100 years of biology. I think we know when someone's a male and a female. Whatever happened to just being gay? I don't want to get on that tangent. That's for another show. But the point being is it's just all lies. These fuckers would lie when the truth would serve them better. And the email from Zuckerberg to Fauci. Oh my God, why didn't he just suck his dick for God's sakes? Anyway, go read it. Go read it. Jesus Christ, when Alex Jones seems like the only logical voice in the fucking room, something's wrong. No offense, Alex Jones. The frogs weren't gay. They just changed gender because of the chemicals in the river. But the point being is this. They're shutting down dissenting opinions. This is scary, folks. You can't have a free society without free speech. It's the speech that we find the most appalling is the speech that we should protect. You can't have a free society without free speech. And these companies are stifling every fucking thing you say. And they're doing it for your own good or for the good of disinformation. And they're fact checkers. Jesus Christ, just read them. They're not fact checking. Oh, this is partially wrong. They're dissenting opinions. You have that in every goddamn court ruling that goes to the appellate courts or the Supreme Court. Any Supreme Court or any appellate court with more than one judge, you're going to have dissenting opinions. Are they wrong? Sometimes they're not, in my opinion. So, yeah, me and along with a host of other goddamn people are pissed off. I don't like my government fucking lying to me. And then our health officials biting at the apple. Everybody did it, except DeSanchez, when he finally woke up very early on in this, and Kristi Noem. I would vote for that woman over Trump. I can guarantee you, if she ran against Trump, I'd vote for her over Trump. She would have never shut the economy down, and she's one of the most logical fucking human beings that I've ever come across in a long time. And she's no nonsense. I'd vote for her over Trump in a Minnesota second, if that's a thing. Sorry for my rant. No, I'm not sorry. Fuck being sorry. My hair, that's sorry. It looks like a 1950s, Anyway. 1970s, Clint Eastwood style haircut. Don't hate. I still have hair at 50. It's a joke. But folks, stay safe. God bless you. And if you like the channel, subscribe. If you don't, I don't know, click the don't like button or whatever. Fuck, I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want to do. Oh, and I made a comment about what would China do for $600 billion in tariffs? Yeah, that's how much we were costing them. And one guy said, well, the $600 billion would affect the economy. American economy, that is. Swing and a miss. It wouldn't cause inflation. Not for us. Inflation is when you spend money you don't have, like we already have done. That $6 trillion that we've spent in the last year and a half, China ought to pay for that shit. That ought to come off of anything that we owe them. We ought to just deduct that shit and tell them to fuck off. Because it's their fucking fault. Huh. Imagine that. It's the Chinese virus. Because it came from China. I know, I like the Hodge twins too. Anyway, God bless, stay safe, and I hope you subscribe as long as we're up. I don't know, they'll probably take this down as disinformation, and I tell you what, if you do, YouTube, fuck you, I don't give a shit. I might just sue you as pro se along with Crowder and all of them. And I could if I had the time. And trust me when I say, yeah, I could. Ain't my first rodeo suing folks. I just don't think I got the time to handle the flood of emotions that'll come in. All right, see you guys later.